Broadcasting from the Great Pacific Northwest, where the weather is made up and the seasons don't matter. You're listening to Stuck in the House podcast with your hosts, Serena and Chris, a place where no-filter comedy will solve all your problems. So turn it up and kick back, because we're stuck in the house, and you probably are too.
No, we're not. I'm not listening to you eat an orange. I already do not like that kind of ASMR. That is garbage. I hate it. I hate mouth sounds. I hate moist noises. Ugh.
It's like...
No. Christopher?
I picked the quietest food.
It's the juiciest food.
Yeah, but it's not all crinkly. Like, I don't have popcorn that's
Go ahead.
crunchy.
Go
or
ahead.
Chips,
We're all gonna... Hold on, guys.
Or...
Everyone. We're all gonna keep quiet. No one's gonna say a thing, and Chris is gonna peel his orange.
I'm not... You can't do
In
that.
3,
We can have a
2,
conversation. I didn't say
1,
you couldn't hear it at all.
Go.
I didn't say you couldn't hear it at all. Come on. You can't hear it over conversation.
No. Peel your orange. Go ahead.
No, this is crap.
Ugh, that sounds disgusting.
I can do it close so that you can hear that, you know, for all you ASMR freaks.
Oh.
You're not really freaks.
No.
It's not my cup of tea.
No, we ain't doing that. Stop. That is gross. Christopher.
I just gotta give them a little more, you know, in case this is the taste.
Okay, my headset's coming off. We're done. We're done. This podcast is done. This podcast is done. Goodbye.
Aw. Wait. What does it sound like going into the cup?
That's a dumb... I do not like ASMR.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I have never watched one, really. I've just
You know what?
seen
I don't
bits and
even know
pieces.
what it stands for. I think I've heard it a couple times what it stands for, but I do not like it.
Sounds like a 1990s
Wait, but let me-
AOL conversation.
What?
Like when people used to go around going ASL.
What?
Age, sex, location, like chats.
I know what you're saying, but how is this even relevant to...
Oh, nothing. I said this is where what I think of when you say ASMR.
What?
You don't get it? 'Cause
No.
The acronyms are somewhat closer. No? All right.
Not even close.
Fine.
Not even... I fucking hate your orange.
You hate my orange? So anyways, about those, what do you call it? Ginormous fat people.
At this
that-
point, we're going to be talking about ASMR because I don't like what you're... I hate what you're doing.
You hate what I'm doing?
Go ahead. Eat your orange. Ugh. Come on, stop.
Okay.
Stop. That is gross.
It's so good, though.
Why did it... Out of all the foods that we have, you have to pick the juiciest shit. The juiciest thing in the house has to be an orange.
I didn't quite think
At this
that
point,
the
just
juice
peel
part
it
would make so
apart.
much noise.
Peel it apart and swallow it. Don't even chew it. Just swallow
Swallowing
the orange whole.
I mean, they're small enough.
Yeah, you would enjoy that, wouldn't you?
No. Mm-hmm. I'd say I would enjoy it. I just think it's possible.
You been practicing?
Haha.
Stop chewing.
Yeah, that's what you get. It's your punishment.
Oh, God, I don't like this. I am so uncomfortable. I don't even know.
It's right here. It's
I don't
like-
even like when people
It's a
chew with
whole
their
new
mouth
experience.
open.
It's real time.
No,
You're just
when
like,
people chew
look.
like a horse or gum, stop. It's like, ugh.
He's
No.
not even seeing it on a video.
I'm that person where if I catch you sounding like a goddamn horse while you're chewing gum, I'm going to throw you under the bus. Like, it's just, you're done. Go across the street and chew your gum, and then you can come back.
It's like a pack of Bubblicious.
No.
I haven't had bubblegum in so long.
I don't like those people. If you're one of those people, I'm sorry. You and I probably would not get along. I can't stand it. I can't stand mouth noises.
You know what? I don't even think I've had a piece of legit Bubblicious bubblegum. I've had other gum, obviously. But that since I was in college.
I don't even
doesn't
know what
last.
that is.
A pack of Bubblicious.
Is that the
Bubblicious
pink gum in the
Yeah,
wrapper?
that comes in like watermelon and things like that. Super sugary.
Oh, it has
Bubblicious,
like
it's
almost like a
the
neon
brand.
color. It's like
Yeah.
pink and green
Yeah, it's like one of
packaging.
the popular bubblegum brands of like the 90s and 2000s.
I don't know. I don't like when people chew with their mouths open, when they eat juicy food, eat like a horse. Keep that shit to yourself. Learn some manners.
Some big league chew.
That shit's gross. Okay? That
just
stuff, going up
disintegrates.
to the corner store. I remember as a kid, I grew up on Williamson Street in Dearborn. And there it was a corner store. And I believe... I don't even know if it's still there. I haven't been back home on my street in a while. But anyways, that corner store, I remember whenever I would have some sort of change, I'd go up there and get those Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like the 50-cent bag. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I bought many of those and stuffed those in my bag. But I do remember getting that gum. It's like the baseball...
Yeah, it looks like it
big,
comes
was
in
it
like
Big League Chew?
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to emulate chewing tobacco or something, but it's gum. So
Is that for real? No,
No, not like as an actual emulation for adults. It's sort of like, you know, kids they had fake cigarettes and stuff so they could pretend to smoke, or I don't even know what their intention was, but those were around. So this was
Is
just
that why
like,
it was so grassy?
Yeah, that's
in
why.
there?
Yes.
Okay. TIL.
Really?
Swear.
Really? You didn't know that baseball
Did
players
not
like
know.
chewed tobacco?
No, I knew that. But I didn't know that they were trying to make it seem like kids, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a novelty thing, right? You have novelty cigarette candies and cigar candies, so of course you're going to have, you know, a novelty.
The thing is, I am still seeing that candy. I'm still seeing both of those candies.
Yeah, they're around. It's hard. I don't see the cigar or cigarette ones very often.
You know what? If you go to World Market.
Yeah, there you will find them.
Oh, yeah. The Big League Chew crap. That's disgusting.
A lot of different candy stores, I would imagine, have them.
The grape kind tasted like grape shredded paper. It has a texture.
It's a pleasing
It was
thought.
gross. Anyone that enjoyed that, I don't even know why I enjoyed it as a kid.
Remember those like smelly fruit flavored markers when you were a kid? That they had?
Yes.
It's like if someone colored.
Yes. Those are my favorite. Yes.
If someone colored on paper with one of those and then you ate it.
Oh, yeah. No. What? No, I was a kid that drew with those and
you wouldn't-
constantly sniffed the
you missed it.
markers.
I'm talking about that's what the Big League Chew is like.
Yes.
It's like eating
Take the grape
shredded
marker.
paper that are colored on with those smelly
Absolutely.
markers from when we
Yes.
were kids.
That is Big League Chew. Shredded paper.
Colored with fruit flavored markers.
That's exactly what it is. It is disgusting. I don't know. I'd have to try it again. Maybe I'd try it on a podcast. You know, find
You would try
novelty. Not novelty. What are
colored
they called?
paper?
Really? Is that-
I was shooting for the moon here.
yeah.
So,
Okay, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go find the Big
I really
League
wanted
Chew.
to color on paper and feed it to you.
What was in that orange?
I don't even know if they make those markers anymore.
I believe they do.
Really?
Yes.
There's a
Oh,
lot of-
I was a kid that like would draw because I draw.
I think we should do an episode. We could do a
Draw
whole episode
animation.
on like 90s things.
Oh my god. We should have a
Right?
90s
A
episode.
throwback.
That would be funny. But
Back in my day when I was a kid. Oh shit, we're those people now.
oh
We're
god.
our parents.
No, we're not that old.
You're finally old enough to be like.
Back
"Oh,
in my day,
shit, I
we
get
had
it."
smelly, fruity markers. What is that, Dad? No, I
You
would.
mean that wasn't yesterday?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh god. It's just like the saying where like you felt the 1990 was like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and it's not.
That's how it gets stuck in your mind.
Oh yeah.
You're like frozen in time psychologically for some reason. I don't know.
Yes. Yes. But the markers. I was trying to say this like 4 different times. Don't interrupt me. Let me finish.
Interrupt us.
Fuck you. So, I would draw anything and everything with those markers. And I was a kid that would smell the marker before it landed on the paper. And then after I was done, I would sniff the paper.
Yeah, it was smelly paper. I mean, that was
It
like
was
the idea.
amazing. That was that and gel pens.
I remember gel pens.
Yeah. That was amazing.
Yep.
So back to Mukbangers.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a detour, but
That was quite the detour. Went from juicy
oranges.
oranges.
It was delicious, by the way. Just thought you should.
It did not sound delicious.
It was
I
actually
hate
really
it,
good.
and I never want to hear it again.
Hey, when you're stuck in the house and you can't go out, yeah, it's you gotta eat what you got, and that's a sugary thing. You know, I can't go get candies or something. I mean, I could, but the stores have shorter hours, and you're not supposed to go out and all that stuff. So
Yes.
I eat oranges because that's what I have.
So
I actually do like them though. I mean, who hates an orange?
well, there are some people.
I would like to meet them.
So today I thought we would talk about some people that have some crappy cooking. What is the worst thing you've ever cooked?
The most, I would say the blackened lemon chicken that I made for you when we were dating.
But that was easily fixed.
That
by,
you still ate anyways.
But no, that was easily fixed by just taking a butter knife to it and scraping off.
Yeah, you had to chisel off the charcoal.
Right, but it was edible. I still ate it. I felt sorry for you, even though it tastes like butt. I still felt sorry for you, and I ate it anyways.
Fair enough.
All right. What would you say is the worst food you've ever eaten?
A tomato. Come on, I had nightmares about them.
You did have nightmares about them. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. If I had to pick anything, it'd probably be cherries.
Yeah?
I hate red cherries. They're disgusting.
What about maraschino cherries?
Those are absolutely disgusting. Whoever made those, they hate people. They're
delicious.
They are
And you
disgusting.
should have them on all things, especially desserts.
No.
Like
Nope. No.
Sundays.
Nope.
No?
No. No.
How
You want
can
to talk about like Satan's dingleberries? There you go.
That's a cherry tomato.
No, that's a cherry. That's the maraschino cherries.
Well, we disagree about the type of cherry.
This is disgusting. It should never be a thing, especially in the syrup. Ugh, gross. Anyways, so on YouTube, there is a channel that is kind of well known. You know, she has 53,000 subscribers.
Is it as well known as Sandra Lee?
Well, Sandra Lee is on the Food Network, so no. I don't know where this lady is from. I just came across her one day because I'm into food. I like cooking food, you know, when I'm not.
Is she the one with the meatloaf?
I think she is the one with the meatloaf, yeah. Oh, wait, no, that's Sandra Lee.
Is it? I know she did the alcohol thing.
Yeah, no, yeah, Sandra Lee is the one with the meatloaf and the alcohol.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, we'll look at, yeah, those. But this one I found, and I thought it was rather interesting and quite funny. What is your idea of a spaghetti bolognese?
I'll be the first to admit I don't know what the hell that is. I've probably had it, but I have no idea what it is.
Okay, spaghetti. What is your idea of a perfect spaghetti?
One that's not too wet and one that's not too dry.
See, there's a lot of people that love wet spaghetti, like just drenched in spaghetti sauce.
I don't want it swimming. No.
I can't stand. I'm not a fan of spaghetti sauce, to be honest. I just don't like it. I don't. It has to be maybe homemade. Is my problem. I don't like it out of the jar. I don't like it out of the cans.
The taste is funkier, but there's a texture thing there with the thickness, right? Like, it's not just.
It just looks like someone put tomatoes, like mashed up tomatoes, and then poured water all over. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. I loved baked spaghetti. I like when it bakes into the noodles.
I guess that's a dry version of it I can handle. But in general, when you just want like a fresh plate of spaghetti that's not baked, it just can't be swimming, and it can't be like, you know, you're eating cotton balls.
Well, you are in for a treat because this might be the driest spaghetti. Well, this is spaghetti bolognese.
I'm getting.
She calls it
up what you're laying down here.
She calls it a different spaghetti bolognese.
Different, as in not cooked at all.
As in,
it looks like she went and got a box of pasta from the grocery store
and just wrapped meat around it.
Smashed a pound of meat around it.
So for those that cannot,
you could make this in the aisle. Coming back
for those that cannot see the video of this podcast, to visualize what we are currently looking at is uncooked spaghetti, and it looks like she took a ball of meat.
I could legit make this in like 2 seconds at the grocery store. Legit make this in 2 seconds. Like, you bolt down the noodle aisle, grab the noodles. While you're running towards the meat, you unpack the straw noodles.
It does,
really long spaghetti
it does
noodles.
Look like that.
Grab a fistful, find the nearest pound of meat, and then just chuff it in there.
Yeah. And then throw the money on the counter. Goodbye.
That's all the prep work required.
It is spaghetti, and then it has uncooked spaghetti, and then it has just ground beef wrapped around the middle of the spaghetti. I'll have to throw up a picture when I post this podcast, but it's pretty terrible.
It looks like she speared a pound of meat with spaghetti.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to watch this video and kind of give you the rundown of it and what we're watching, because it might be the worst spaghetti I've ever watched someone, worst and driest spaghetti I've ever watched anyone
People
make.
are going to chip their teeth eating this spaghetti.
Yeah, and her son is the one that tastes all of her food. Now, mind you, I mean, look at some of her.
Her son must feel like the parent in this case when, their kid gives them a macaroni picture.
There's the meatballs. That's the next one we're going to talk about. She's just
eating the food he cooks to be nice.
Oh, yeah. Mom, this is the
nice
greatest
noodle picture.
Oh, yeah. I love my mom's cooking. I'll say it to, please don't let me go to Mom's house. All right. So we are gonna okay, so we're just gonna skim through this video, and
I see a pack of meat, so that's a start.
She has a pack of meat with some eggs, and that might be the worst looking meat.
Uncooked noodles.
We don't do meat like that out here in the
U.S.
U.S.
What she does with these dry uncooked noodles.
So she pours the egg into the meat, which is a binding agent for it to hold itself together.
Is she making a meatloaf or a
spaghetti?
See,
meatloaf has egg, breadcrumbs, stuff like that in it, and the seasonings and whatever vegetables you want to put in it.
Yeah, it's like she's making a meatloaf and then shoving noodles inside it.
I wouldn't even classify this as a meatloaf.
This is like a completely different dish. This isn't just look, spaghetti.
There we go. So she has her spaghetti pulled out, uncooked, right?
Yeah.
That onion.
The whole theme here is
look at the onion. Onion's like, please don't let me go in there. I don't want to go in.
Let's just mix them together and see what pops out.
But I did watch this video before. Weird. All
right, so we have copious amounts of contamination.
So she's currently wrapping the meat around the spaghetti, and then she places it on a cookie sheet.
This has got to be the most elegant meal I've
ever seen. It is absolutely terrible. Wait until you see the finished product. It is so bad. Now, you could tell, the egg did not...
It actually gets cooked?
No. You can hear the son chew, the crunchy parts of the
I can't wait.
uncooked.
But she puts it in the oven, is what you're telling me.
But look how she... See, it's all laid out on the tray on here.
Yeah.
And then, I believe...
Oh, I'm excited to see how this comes out the oven.
Look. This little bit of sauce, which looks like...
Oh, yeah, she's just
what she's pouring on here is...
sauce on the top.
Yeah, it's just tomato puree. That is it. There's no seasonings to it, no nothing. This entire dish has no seasonings whatsoever. It is as bland as it can be.
I have a picture in my mind of what this is going to look like. And
so we got some chopped onion.
Like what I think, it's going to be freaking hilarious.
So look at the end pieces of the spaghetti. Look how burnt they are.
Oh my god.
She's thinking that tossing these onions on top of it is going to make it just...
It's like someone took shits and then stuck toothpicks through them. It's like burnt wood with a shit on it.
Oh my god. It does. Oh, there's the seasoning. There you go, Miss K. Miss K. Ugh. She put on the
Or maybe one of those, what is
oh, we're adding
that
more
Mexican
puree.
food that you make in a corn husk?
Tamales?
Yeah, they look like burnt tamales.
That
with
is an
shit on
insult
them.
to tamales.
It is an insult to
Don't
tamales,
even
but
go
just picture
there.
it.
No.
It could almost be tamales
All right.
with
So here's a finished product.
shit.
There's your finished product right there. Did you see it or did it go too fast?
Yeah, no, I seen it.
There
I'm
it
just
is.
at a loss for words of what that is.
That is called...
That's something I would not eat. It's like burnt hair.
It looks like a dead body in a pan.
Go back, look. It looks like burnt hair with eggs. It's like someone made a quiche out of burnt hair.
All right, now we're going to watch the sun.
You hear his front teeth crack off. It's just like, oh, it's so good.
Like, I chipped my tooth.
Oh, I need to see the dentist. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, Miss K, your food is disgusting. You have disgusting food. All right, let me... I just want to...
The dental bill her son must have.
Why are you here, son? I ate my mom's shitty food.
Again.
What did she make? Uncooked spaghetti. So here's this one. This is Miss K's rendition of meatballs. I don't know.
Why is she playing with an electrical socket?
So what Miss K does here is her going back to her
Is she
beef.
just taking like dumps of
I think
meat?
she just likes everything in egg.
Like I could almost picture her with an ice cream scooper, just grabbing scoops of meat and putting them on a plate, and then drizzling some egg on it, just like a little jizz
Gross.
of egg.
Oh, I don't understand. I've never had meatballs drenched in egg. I don't know what to...
Like little alien brains on a plate.
Looks pretty terrible. But her idea of a meatball is taking the meat out of the package, whipping up some egg, drenching the meatball in egg. She doesn't even form...
That's not how binders work. I mean, I'm no
thing
chef,
is,
but
it's not even meatball shaped. This is the laziest cooking I've probably ever witnessed.
it's like she took an omelet, but just overdid it on the meat. So it's like more meat than egg.
Ew.
But that's pretty much it. It's like an egg with a chunk of ground beef in it.
Oh God, that's... I don't know what
It's
to
almost a
make
breakfast
of that.
food. I don't know if it classifies as a meatball, but it's something.
Well,
Meat chunk.
here she is. I don't even know.
She
Look.
Oh God, it looks like sewage.
Those cows died for this shit.
Oh, that's a shame to know that like that's what you became.
I died and went into Kay's kitchen.
Like that's just hell for
Miss
your
K.
legacy right there.
What are you doing, Miss K?
Poor cow.
I don't even... She's
Miss
like...
K, it's so gelatinous.
She has to like flip them over first. Gotta get the other side. Otherwise it's not delicious.
So terrible looking.
It looks like dog shit. It looks like she collected all the dog shit
It's
in
like
the backyard.
Dog shit with worms in it.
She collected all the dog shit in the yard and put it on a tray, put it in the oven for 375 degrees for 20 minutes, and said, "Here, son."
It looks like cooked tapeworm.
Mom. Oh my God, that is disgusting. Look, she won't even try it.
It's cooked tapeworm. Just all of it. Marinating in its own guts that have been cooked.
Oh, those poor French fries. What are you doing, Miss K? What are you doing, Miss K?
Ew. I might have ate the French fries before all that.
All right.
Now it just feels contaminated.
I don't know about Miss K. Miss K doesn't... Miss K is not a very good cook.
Did I read that correct? Something said piss.
What? Where?
Keep going.
Piss takes scrambled eggs and beans.
I thought so.
What is that? Is that just slang talk? We ain't pissing in these eggs, are we, Miss K? Miss K.
That's like
she takes
on
the
list
bowl.
of things I really don't want to see.
Here we are with eggs again, Miss K.
She loves eggs.
She loves her eggs. Yes, everything has eggs.
She must have stock in one of these companies that.
All right, here's her piss eggs. I don't know what makes it.
Ew. Oh, yeah, you ruined it.
Ew.
That looks like some eggs with piss.
So
And then, like,
we're talking about
rubs.
scrambled eggs, barely scrambled eggs, with, I guess you would call it pork and beans, like the
cooked
beans in a
with
can.
maggots. Maggots are those little lawn grubs.
Okay.
It looks
So
like she
you
took
have
a bug's
okay.
nest and started just frying it in a pan.
So you have to choose, and there's no backing out of this one.
What?
Eat that or a tomato.
This is of like questionable quality, so I guess I'll eat the tomato.
Lick a homeless man's foot or eat a tomato.
Well,
You have to clean in between their toes too.
I think it's still gonna be the tomato.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, guess what you're eating on the next episode?
Well, I'm not being faced with a, homeless man's foot
You're gonna
right now.
pretend.
There's no homeless man out here.
I'll find you one. Oh.
I'll buy him a home. Then he won't be homeless.
That's not how that works. That's not fair. Excuse me? This lady is always
Chicken
wearing.
bacon?
It
I've heard of
says
turkey bacon.
chicken bacon and mayo bake.
What the heck is that?
I don't know what's going on.
It's like pre-cooked chicken, it looks like, in there with uncooked bacon.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's bacon. There's definitely got to be bacon. And she's putting it in there with pre-cooked chicken. Inside of what looks like one of those orange Home Depot buckets.
Oh, Miss K, what are you doing again? She's killing me. Every time I watch her. Oh, my word. I don't know. So, when we get into the oh my God, Miss K.
It's like something you would find in a gutter.
Oh my God. I don't know. Why is she always wearing an Iron Maiden shirt?
She really likes that Iron Maiden.
I'm gonna
There's
make.
her
You know what?
breaded
One of
chicken
these.
that's pretty much
This is
just
what's
like-
gonna happen on one of the podcasts. I'm actually going to make you some of Miss K's food. It'll be a
can't-
surprise.
Oh, I can't imagine doing chicken like this.
Chicken. It looks like
It was
breaded
breaded,
chicken
but it's legit. Like, yeah,
drenched in just tomato puree.
it's gonna be awful.
Well, you're not a tomato guy, so
It's not even the tomatoes that is like.
sogginess of the.
Yeah, it's gonna be gross.
Look at her. She's like, you better tell them that my food's amazing. I guess if you think about it, it could be almost like a chicken parm.
No, I ain't like chicken parm, but chicken parm is
Look
mixed
at
with
the
like
sun's
flour
face.
and stuff.
Look at the sun's face. That's pretty
He's
terrible.
like, Mom, this is like eating a tire, but I can't really tell you that, so I'm just gonna
Eating
sit
it.
here.
She's
I feel like
"You
I'm
better
chewing
tell
a
me it
piece of
tastes
gum.
good." That's amazing.
What is with her and like jizzy chicken in the Home Depot
I
bucket?
don't know.
That's like her thing.
I don't know. Miss K is not. Miss K is not.
Is her pasta dish made with ramen?
Is her pasta dish made with ramen?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's got like this whole pasta section here on YouTube. So there's the pasta carbonara and the pasta bake, and right under it is noodles in a pot, which I can only assume are ramen.
I don't know.
Here's my gourmet meal made of ramen. I'm not dissing ramen. I do love ramen, but
Dude, I love ramen. All right. How about this, lady?
oh my god, I remember this one.
2 shots of vodka.
Seriously? Oh, it's.
I wasn't
I
expecting
just
that.
forgot about the take.
I was not.
That sums it up right
Hold
there.
on,
though.
hold on,
I
I
can't
gotta
do
do that
better
again.
than that. Look at how much. It's like a third of the bottle. It's legit a third of the bottle. Like, how big are your shots? Are they glasses? Like, I'll have 2 glasses of vodka.
Oh my god. 2 glasses of vodka.
I would like to know what the size of glass is for her. Does she get like
my
a picture?
God.
Like, oh yes, this is the
I
glass.
don't know. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. So Sandra Lee. If you look up Sandra Lee vodka,
If you ask her what a pitcher is, she's like,
2
a bucket.
shots. Sandra Lee, 2 shots of vodka is what we were watching. And that is a sight to see.
Why is there a Windows XP background with a kid's face on
I
it?
don't know. All right. Here's Sandra Lee making a meatloaf. I remember Fail Blog.
It looks about like how that lady was making meatballs.
You gotta wash your
Like, you know,
hands.
just take the meat right out of the package and put it on a pan. That's all you have to do. Really. Just open up the cellophane, plop it on a pan, and then just jizz out some ketchup on it and put it in the oven. Yes, look at that. It's a giant, it looks like a burnt shit.
Yes. And that's exactly what it is.
Like someone just laid out a turd on a baking sheet and then cooked it.
That's terrible. Speaking of food, I don't know the correct way of saying this word. I've heard it 2 different ways. Mukbang and mukbangs. I'm going to call it a mukbang because that's
I don't
just...
get it. I just don't get that at all.
Apparently, from my understanding of it, it is sitting in front of a camera eating a large quantity or portion of food.
I would rather be listening to people farting on a toilet.
What it is that it's because, I don't know, it's for the viewers. If you're lonely, you don't have to eat by yourself. That's my understanding of it. I don't have it pulled up in front of me.
It really legit sounds more appealing to me.
But that's my understanding of what a mukbang is. And
Why do
I
see
have...
people eat? It's stupid. I don't get it.
I don't know.
At least I could laugh at
Well,
people farting.
The thing is that I have been watching a bunch of reaction channels to mukbangers. Or I guess we'll call it a mukbanger. I don't know what to call them. But
Someone is so pathetic they have to eat on camera.
I guess. I don't know. It is all over the internet, just like ASMR, which that will be a different episode, and how much I dislike certain ASMR that shouldn't be on the internet. But there are a couple of, I guess they were weight loss channels, and then they decided to start eating large quantities of food, label them mukbangs, and then they go back to weight loss, and mukbangs, and weight loss, and mukbangs, and weight loss, and it's the same thing. Ugh. There is a couple YouTubers. One is Amberlynn Reed.
Yes.
And then there's the other one called Chantal, and she is known as Foodie Beauty.
I probably have seen her when you've been watching
Yeah.
it.
And then there's Nikocado Avocado. There's Wendy's Eating Show. Now, these are not thin people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I'm not saying... I don't even know how to put it without insulting. How would you even...
I don't know.
I think it is a bad idea for people that are overweight and big to do mukbangs sitting in front of a camera eating large quantities of food for views. They can say it however they want in their own way, that they are not doing it for views.
Sure, because once their viewership drops, then their source of income drops.
Oh, sure.
So
we have...
if you see the train wreck, dumpster fire, have a success story and become successful and healthy and whatever, now they're no longer interesting unless they add something else to their channel, which is hard to do.
It's a train wreck.
Right?
Everyone enjoys a train wreck.
Not everyone feels like they can still be entertaining if that's, not the thing that people are following them for. So unless they have some other plans worked up or creativity or whatever, then the channel's going to go away. So that's it.
Oh,
right? It's totally in their worst interest to do that. Not from a health perspective, but you know what I mean.
Right. Well, I was watching a YouTuber, Amberlynn Reed. I had to say that I was watching her for quite a few years, like long time. She's been on YouTube for a while. That's probably the
reason why that's the one I know by name.
Yeah. Well, she goes by Amber Reed now because she got sued for using her real name, which I don't quite understand that. I don't know. That's a long story. But anyways, I have been watching her for a while, and her situation with her background and the stuff that she puts out on the internet, it's one of those, oh, you're not supposed to judge kind of thing.
Yeah.
The thing is that if you don't want to be judged, don't put it on the internet.
Well, yeah.
Once it's on the internet, it's on the internet.
Yeah, tell that to President Trump.
And
how many things does he want deleted from the internet?
Him, Beyonce. Remember that Super Bowl?
Go to the internet and click delete.
Remember that Super Bowl photo of her on stage where she's like, her face is like sucked in and like every muscle in her body was just it. She looked weird, and she was like telling people to take it off the internet. And what did we do? We kept re-uploading it.
It spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
It's like taking gasoline and pouring it on
Oh,
a
yeah.
fire.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, it's just, there's a lot of these mukbangers here, the ones that are on the bigger side, that you can tell that they have mental disorders. And they even state it on their channel, depression, anxiety, bipolar, you name it. And it's just, I don't understand how you can sit here, go on YouTube, sit in front of a camera, and eat large quantities of food, cry about it that you can't lose weight, and then tell people to not judge you.
Yeah.
That I do not understand.
I mean, you're putting yourself out there for judgment the minute you do that anyways.
Oh, and you know what? There are plenty of reaction channels. I can name you a couple of them. There is I believe his name is The Gaining Ground.
Yeah, sure,
there is Michael B. Petty,
like
who I don't really see often.
Only version of it.
Yeah. And then there's Zachary Michaels. There's Willow Davis. There is quite a few that react to, Chantal or Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reed. And it's just like, some of their content gets taken off the internet because...
Who's? The people that are reacting?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, there's been an incident or two that I've heard of, but it's just like, they say they don't care. I don't care that they judge me. And then they go and flag the channel that is talking about them.
Oh.
Yeah. But see, it's the thing.
You gotta have thick skin if you're gonna put yourself out there, especially in
Sure.
that kind of light. So, if you didn't expect
Oh, they
that
get a
doing
lot of
this,
shit.
then I submit that you're pretty dumb.
They get a lot of shit. A lot. Like, they are the train wrecks. Like, those two in particular, Foodie Beauty and Amberlyn Reed, or Amber Reed now, those two are like the train wreck of YouTube for weight loss.
I could almost even respect them if they admitted that's what they were doing.
You know what? I've seen a lot of comments that have said that. A lot of them. We would respect you more if you just came out and said, I did this. Yes, you caught me here, you caught me there, but I'm going to change as an individual and do good for myself and do it for me
It's
and
all
not
of the,
for
like,
views.
Obvious denial that makes it so shitty.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And then it's like, but here is the thing. You were right about if they start doing good, their views are going to go down. Because everyone, just admit it, everyone that's listening, everyone enjoys a train wreck.
Yeah, most people
We do.
Why do you think those shows
We
are
watch
so
reality
popular?
channels.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why those exist.
Yes. Even though some of them are scripted, sure.
Sure. There's so many. I can think of so many, and
Right.
that
And the thing is that Amber lost a significant, I guess I would say, amount of weight. I do not know. She never actually stood on a scale and showed people. She only tells them. And she is known to be quite, a liar.
well, already it sounds like someone that would exaggerate things. So,
Yeah. And what makes me laugh, though, is about these people that are wanting to lose weight, the bigger people. She's was almost 600 pounds, and people are trying to say that they believe she was 600 pounds. She just never wanted to admit it. Whatever, here or there, whatever. I don't care. But I lost my train of thought. Where was I going with that?
I don't know. I would like to know too because it was getting interesting.
I don't know. She was saying she lost a lot of weight. I think it was 60 pounds, something like that. I don't know.
You were telling about how whether or not she was 600 ever.
Well, people were saying that she was probably 600 pounds and just never wanted to admit it. But I don't know where I was going with that one.
Damn.
Totally lost my train of thought.
Well,
But anyways, another thing that I was trying to say about her channel, it's almost like I feel like, this is my opinion, that people like her should not be on the internet exposing their entire life, and in order to, because she doesn't work, Amber doesn't work. Actually, both of them.
does she collect Social Security or anything?
I'm not sure of her income obviously comes from YouTube.
Yeah. I don't
Her
know. I just
girlfriend
don't know.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
And she lives in a house with two other people whom are gay as well. Amber is a lesbian and her roommates are, two males. They're gay.
Okay.
Okay, so I feel like she knows she can't work due to her weight, but she continues to eat large portions of food for views, or goes on YouTube and gives us a train wreck episode. Like,
Because that's what pulls people in.
yeah, exactly. But mentally, that cannot be healthy for her. There's no way.
Yeah, but they were doing it to themselves for the money.
Right, and then it's like they'll come back on and be like crying and just
stop, go get a real job, or find something creative that people will watch you for instead of destructive.
oh, you should see the stuff that she like, the amount of stuff that this woman buys. I've never seen anyone buy so many water bottles in my life.
Really?
It's like every time she's in a store, she touches something and she's like, I'm going to buy this.
I mean, like
candles.
actual water, reusable water, not like bottled
Reusable.
water. Okay.
Yeah. And that was another thing. She, in her YouTube videos, like she would buy this, you know, the water, what do you call those? The water dispenser?
Oh, like you would have in an office almost?
Right.
Too? Okay.
She's like, I'm going to have one of these in the house so I don't have the water bottles and, you know, the planet and all this other stuff, you know.
Fine. I mean, if you follow through with that, I can
But
respect
that only lasts for like a week. And then
Yeah.
you start seeing like water bottles everywhere. It's like she can't keep. There's no trend for her. Her trend is you do something one week and then you failed at it. Like already she's telling people that she's not going to, you know, re-upload or upload every week or not do daily vlogs, something like that. I don't know. I don't care. Like it's gotten to the point where I just don't care what I just watch the reaction channels to her stuff and thankful for them because that is some comedy right there. Absolutely. If there's, I'm telling you right now, the reaction channel that you and I have been like glued to is the Gaining Ground YouTube channel. That guy, absolutely hilarious. Him and his Chantal crown or bib and all this stuff. Holy crap. I just like, I die every time I watch him. If you haven't watched him, I highly recommend it. But I just don't know what's the appeal of people sitting at their desk, their table, whatever, eating large quantities of food. Like it's all for views. What do you think? What do you think about it? There's also another one called the Hungry Fat Chick. Holy moly, that's another one.
I haven't. I've probably seen these when you've had them on, but I don't know the names of them.
Oh my god, she ate a whole thing of donuts. She ate like a half a I can edit.
Okay.
But she ate like not entire, I guess like a half a cheesecake. I couldn't even believe it. It was like cut into different flavors of cheesecake and she ate it.
Oh, I know. Those are the wheel of cheesecakes.
Yeah.
Right? And then
She
there's like
ate
3 or 4 different flavors in there.
Yeah. She ate like a half of one.
it's
I
like
was
for a
like,
family
what
or a
is
party.
this? I am telling you, when I watch these people, I am full. Okay?
God.
I have to take deep breaths because I cannot even stomach what they're eating. It's not that I don't enjoy what like they do fast food, some of them cook at home, whatever it may be. What are your thoughts on the mukbang community where there are people that are severely or morbidly obese that sit in front of a camera, eat large portions of food?
I mean, I think it's self-destructive. I think I understand why they're doing it, and I would respect them more if they admitted. But, I don't know. It's like, I lost my train of thought, too. So you shouldn't have interrupted me.
Want me to do it again?
I don't even know what the question was anymore.
All right. So, anywho, I think we're running over an hour anyways. Probably going to cut it less. But if anyone has any ideas on subjects to talk about that you would like us to talk about, let us know.
Really? Because I wanted another question. I felt like you've been presenting this video on the screen the whole time, and we didn't even really get to what it is.
We did watch it.
No, I know, but like I've been anticipating the next thing the whole time, and then it never happens. So
What?
I was anticipating there being something else to look at on the computer because it's on the screen.
I gotcha. Okay, how about we do this?
The number of random things that exist on YouTube.
Yes.
I mean, it's such an obvious statement, but it's still. That sucks. Oh, this is gonna keep going. All right, I get it.
It's compilation.
Oh,
Her
God.
hair. Her hair. Oh.
Oh, frick. Why would you shove your foot in a food mixer? Are you kidding me? Something bad.
Ew. That's you cooking. Actually, it's that guy from 90 Day Fiance.
I'm not sure.
the
Oh,
mayonnaise.
God. Ed?
Eh.
Yes, I know the characters from 90 Day Fiance.
What is this guy?
They should put Brian's on here.
Brian's. Oh, this is marshmallow. That's amazing.
It's a cooking fail. It's probably one of the failiest of cooking fails I know of.
I'm just gonna take this and kind of freeform it.
Oh,
Sandra
yeah.
Lee.
I'm just gonna make a turd. Yes.
Look at that. They have
How
to
did
end,
she get a
they have to
show
end
with that
her.
kind of content? Yeah, there's an episode for you, cooking. I suck at it. Ow. Oh, come on. The blades came off. Oh, man. You know that's so funny? It's because that is the kind of dumb shit I would do to my sisters growing up. We never used a mixer before. I would take like RC cars and wind them up in their hair.
Alright, so we're going to end it here for the night. If you have any suggestions for other topics you'd like us to talk about on the podcast Stuck in the House,
Yeah, podcasts.
podcasts.
I think that's a
Let
new
us
thing.
know
We
what
have-
kind of
it's just-
podcasts.
It should be podcasts from here on. Welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to our podcast.
And then maybe you can get like a meow type like
Oh, that's
audio
amazing.
clip or something to put in
I'll
there.
have to try that. All right, well, hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you later. Have a good night.
Yes, thank you and good night.
Thanks for listening to Stuck in the House podcast with Serena and Chris. If you love this episode, head over to iTunes and Spotify to subscribe for more. Follow us on social media and let us know what you think. Don't forget to join us next week for another episode. Until next time, from the couch.